Most movies these days are inspired by ones that came before. We are going way back in our time machine to 1930. That's only 3 years after sound pictures, or talkies, silenced the silent movie era.
You ain't heard nothing yet.
Pull up a seat and some popcorn with your best gal, Jan, because you're watching Let's Review This Crap, where we review movies from brand new to the earliest films. I want to give a shout of thanks to my sis for requesting this movie. This film stars the amazing Barbara Stanwyck. I think one thing, other than her amazing talent, that really helped her is, unlike other stars of the time, she didn't have to transition from silent to talkies, which affected many famous names at the time. This is my first introduction to this actress, and I could see why she was so popular. Mind you, the acting techniques of her day is what we'd call overacting today, but that's how it was back then. People didn't want realism, they wanted visual fiction. Okay, back to the film. Ladies of Leisure came out in 1930. I was told it was really similar to Pretty Woman, so I wanted to see for myself. One thing to note, I was under the assumption that Ladies of Leisure meant a woman who was in the flesh trade.
One woman Sodom and Gomorrah, if you will. A slimy, slithering succubus. A concubine, a streetwalker, a tramp, a slut, a cheap whore!
But it actually means a woman who doesn't have to work and has lots of free time. Sometimes also meaning you got yourself a sugar daddy. This self-described party girl meets an aspiring artist who happens to be from a wealthy family and hires her to model for him. He's currently long time engaged to another socialite who he obviously doesn't like, but mom and dad set it up, and they don't approve of his current lifestyle because art is weird. Artist and model detest each other, but eventually fall in love, of course, and decide to marry and move away to Arizona where no one will know who they are. And FYI, back in the late 20s, which is probably when this was set, Arizona had in the low 300,000 for the whole state. Today, just Phoenix is nearly 2 million. But here comes dear old mama, and she begs model to leave her son because it'll quote unquote ruin him if they stay together. Someone's jealous. Her roommate overhears all of this. The model agrees in a very emotional scene that surprisingly had me shedding some tears. My oh my, that Barbara Stanwyck.
The only break I ever got. The only thing in the world I ever wanted. And you asked me to give it up.
I'm definitely a fan now. The model then calls up the artist's party friend who's been trying to get with her the whole time to go on a cruise to Havana with him. Again, this is before the whole Cuban thing, so going to Havana was cool. The roommate rushes to tell the artist and almost doesn't make it in time. A very intense scene, I might add, because the roommate is seen as fat, though I guess she may be 130 tops. She has to run up 20 flights of stairs in heels, 20s clothes, and a stole. Anywho, she tells the artist what happened with the mother, and he then tries to call the ship, but the model leaps off the ship in despair. Next scene, we see her in the hospital waking up to the artist telling her everything will be okay, and flick. Well, okay then. I guess the moral of the story is to commit Harry Carey to win the man?
That's Harry Carey, Ma.
That's exactly what I said.
It's hard to look at a movie that's nearly 100 years old with modern eyes and not judge the themes harshly. Still, I give this classic 2. Carl the Treasure Cats. This movie stars one of Hollywood's biggest stars in the role that shot her to stardom. Tragic party girl who just wants to be loved. BFF with a big mouth and no filter. I don't want to follow in Dad's footsteps. I just want...
I'd rather...
Rather what?
I'd rather just sing.
Stop that. You're not going into a song while I'm here.
Bros before hoes.
Okay, Joe.
This movie contains late 1920s aesthetic, amazing wardrobes, and golden age of Hollywood acting. It really means the world to us that you're checking out these reviews, liking, subbing, sharing, etc. Drop it in the comments what we should review next and we'll add it to our list. We love yous!
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes and cutaway coat, perfect fits. Putting on the Ritz. The rest of